Research shows chronic conditions like diabetes and heart disease often increase the risk of depression and anxiety. A lot of that can be connected, and at the same time, untreated mental health issues can also worsen physical health conditions. And this is just a great time to talk about this in general. And what better person here joining me now is Dr. Alba Lara with Harbor Health. And thank you so much, Dr. Lara, for being here today.
Of course.
So let's go ahead and talk about how mental health issues can affect things like diabetes and heart disease, and sometimes how that mental aspect is very much connected to the physical and vice versa.
Thanks. It's a really important conversation to have. In Texas, there are 3 million adults per the CDC who struggle with diabetes in particular, and mental health and diabetes are deeply interconnected. For example, people with diabetes are 2 to 3 times more likely to suffer from depression and about 20% more likely to suffer from anxiety conditions. At the same time, having these untreated illnesses will make it harder for folks to remember medications, to check their blood glucose levels, and overall puts them at risk for more difficult time managing their health outcomes overall. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, depression and anxiety sometimes can look like what these blood sugar spikes look like. And so it's hard to know sometimes, and overall can increase the risk of other chronic conditions. So other chronic conditions that are deeply tied to anxiety and depression are things like heart disease, some cancer, autoimmune illness, and pain in particular. I think it's really important with the current times that we understand that stress also makes these conditions harder to manage, and it's really important to prioritize our mental well-being as part of our overall health.
I love that you're talking on this, because I think so often it's like, okay, you're having a physical issue, go and talk with your physician, or you're having a mental issue, speak with your therapist. But you're saying we need to tie these all together and see how that impacts us. And of course, we're doing our flood coverage across the region. A lot of people hurting, and even these people who might, be displaced have these health issues. At what point do you think that, is a sign I really need to go get some help if I'm feeling that way?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I want to honor that it's normal and expected when there's disaster in our communities for us to feel sad and downhearted. I think when it starts to become prolonged and persistent, whenever the sadness is keeping you from living your life on a day-to-day basis, when you're noticing that your health conditions are not as well treated, and whenever it's just really becoming not you, who you were before, I think it's a sign of strength to seek help. And a lot of times primary care is a great place to do that. I think connecting with a mental health professional can be a sign of strength and can start the healing, especially when these things hit us a little bit deeper.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. I already feel better just talking about it here too. And I know a lot of you out there, it has just been such a tough time. So really important information here. Is there anything else, just a quick little note you want to share with anything?
I think our program at Harbor is really exciting. We've designed it to be an integrated model within the comfort of primary care, who's your trusted partner in co-creating health. And what we do is we bring in a team of dedicated behavioral health coordinators who work with primary care to coordinate physical and mental health care as guided by the supervision of a psychiatrist. Mm-hmm. We also have wonderful community partners that we are well connected with whom we coordinate regularly and that we can refer you to if needed. Escalation to psychiatric services if needed is also available. So we really aim to treat the whole person from mild issues, day-to-day struggles, to more severe mental illness and how it overlaps with physical health.
Well, you were wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Alba Lara, for being here today with Harbor Health. We'll have this video posted for y'all online. Keep it here. We've got some more local news coming for you.